Alright, here we are at November 23rd, 2022. We are in the brand new Rhino 180 in the yard. And we're trying to work, get used to it, work out the kinks and all. And I'm using my Excalibur Mag 340, I believe it is. That means 340 feet per second. You watch my other videos, yeah, Mag 340. I have pretty much gone to shooting this for deer in my urban setting instead of my longbow, because I feel like this is a lot more accurate. Now we're working out the bugs today. I've got the Bog Death Grip tripod in here, and I've got the crossbow mounted in there. This thing here has a lot of adjustments. See, this has got tension. I can move it this way and this way. I don't have to hold the bow in my hand. That's like sitting in a chair here getting this thing. We're working out the bugs. Okay. Now I'm going to caulk this thing. That's another thing about this chair. There's a pocket back here too, right behind where I'm sitting on this thing, and I can drop my caulking handle in there. So I'm going to go through the procedure showing you how to caulk this thing. You pull this forward and hook it here. Works well in this. Now you got a little push to caulk and release right here. And what that does is that locks it. It's a ratchet. Now, reach back here in my pocket and get my handle. That clicks in there. And you're going to caulk it until it makes two clicks. One click is the anti-dry fire click. If you get it past that, you can't dry fire the bow. It'll release it, but it won't go but about that far. And the second click, you'll listen, and it's quite easy to caulk this from this position. First click, second click. Now you release it so that it can go back. Now it is caulked. Now you have to caulk it in the fire position. You take your little handle off, this rolls back up, put your little handle in the pouch. Now see, it's on fire now. Flip it down to safety. Now that it's in safety, I'm going to, see, this is nifty. I can push it back here. It's got just enough tension, and you can control the tension right there if you want more or less. And I'm going to put my arrow in. I'm going to double check and make sure that it's up against the string, and it is. And my son Bob and his son Rowan was just carrying the garbage off, and they are coming to try out the new Rhino 180 blind and the new Bog Death Grip tripod holder. Now I'm going to make sure this is on safety, and Bob is going to get in here and shoot this thing. It's on safety.
Okay.
So get in here and make yourself comfortable. Now you're going to see the reticle in here is red,
All right.
and you're going to use the dot at the very top.
You can come in too.
Yeah, just I'm going to get out of the way.
Okay.
The dot is at the very top, and that's the one you're aiming at this distance right here.
Okay.
And then you'll flip it up. Okay, come on, I'll just go right here. It probably is going to be close to your. See if you can peek through it there.
There's not coming in here.
No, don't let them in.
And that let Finn come in.
The top red dot, you say?
The little red dot, yeah, the top one.
Okay.
You see it good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, no, Finn is in the way. Just wait till he gets out of the way.
Oh, Mom, don't come in here, Finn.
No, okay, now, do you know where there's the safety that you flip up?
Okay.
And you'll see, flip it.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna see green. Now you're live now.
Oh, I see.
Okay. I believe you're good. Good to go. Put it on the kill.
Yeah, that was a good shot.
All right.
I like that.
Steadies you up pretty good, doesn't it? And see this thing
Smell
here.
something burning?
Yes, this thing here. When you fire this, when you fire
You can
it,
smell it. Okay.
it actually makes a spark sometimes. That's
Yeah, I
how
smell
fast
that.
that thing goes. Yeah, and it smells like it's burning when it does
It's like
that.
burning plastic a
Yeah.
little bit. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like
Yeah, I
that.
closed this thing up so that Finn couldn't get in.
Okay, nice.
And take a picture of that side of the tent over there where the black is right there. No, Rowan, you can stay where you were. Come over this way. Yeah, right there. Right there. So that we can see the black. Now see that black back there. The deer look in here, and as long as you're wearing black, they can't see you sitting in here. And so
Yes.
you got a Great Smoky Mountains t-shirt on, don't you?
Mm-hmm. I haven't been there before, but
All right.
you like
Well,
it in here,
that's
Roro?
that's is the bog death grip.
Cover it up better.
I didn't like it at first, but I've worked with it, and I'm beginning to see you can
I mean,
make it
that's-
higher and lower.
Can't get any better than that. Not having
mean,
to
that's
sit here and
steady
hold
as
this
it can
thing
be.
and continuously lift.
And if you've got your horn, which we're allowed to do in Georgia, by the way, and now he's opening one of the side windows right there. See, it's got windows all around where you can peek around and look. Now this thing here, it's one of these pop-out things. You just pop it
I
out.
saw one of the ducks pecking his butt.
Okay, so we're going to probably take this to the woods today and set it up, and I doubt if I'll hunt in it. I think you need to let the deer get used to it, but you know I might. But this is our trial run.
You hook it to that one. There you go. Cool. What about this one? Just slide that.
I bought one of these already, and a friend of mine saw it, and he wanted it real bad. Lucky. And so Lucky said, what would it take? And we made a deal, and he traded something that he had that I wanted for this
Nice.
thing here.
what
So
was your
then I
trade?
said, I turned around and ordered another one. And so
What did he trade you for it?
some fence posts. Treated fence. He had some real nice treated fence posts.
I like that.
And it was worth more than the thing, and he got what he wanted, and I got what I wanted. So
Why don't you do that way?
basically,
Goes there.
Oh,
I'm going to come back in a little while, and I'm going to talk to you about
Finn's
Luke.
just laying right there.
Luke 11:9.
Can you go see where I hit that deer?
Yeah, go see. Now, if you put your knee up against it, you can pull it out.
Okay.
It's hard to pull out, but you have to hold the target real good. Show them from there. I think that Bob is going to be a believer now. Now look, this is not the only way to hunt deer, and there are other situations where you might need a ladder stand. I've actually got some tripod stands that I've been successful with, but it depends on, where you are and what it's like in the woods. But this place that I'm hunting right now, I believe I can set this blind up and put some corn out and let the deer get used to it. And I believe that I can sit there and use this thing here and pinpoint where I shoot. And the problem I've been having in the ladder stand in this same location is that they'll come up, but they seem to be very nervous. And if I pick the bow up to get it, they know I've done it. They see me. They're not sure, but they know something has moved, and they skitter out of there.
You want to try one of these oranges?
But I have been successful at twice, even from the ladder stand. So, I was going to talk to you about Luke 11:9. And Luke 11 is, I think, a primary scripture that everybody needs to study very hard. Luke 11 is the Lord's Prayer. And then after the Lord's Prayer, it goes on into a friend came at midnight. And after a while, I'm going to crank this. Oh, I meant to tell you, this is Debbie sitting right here doing the filming. And she's graciously consented to sit in this blind with me and try to film some of these hunts that I'm going to be doing. And so that's what we're doing here. We're trying to get this trial run and kind of work the bugs out. I've got a cushion. I've tried 3 or 4 different chairs. And she's sitting on a camp stool. I'm not sure that that's going to be really long term or not, but if it isn't, we'll get a better chair. All right, we're going to cut the camera off right now, and I'll come back to you and talk about Luke 11:9. Now, this is how I remember it, and I need to remember this. I'm not a big scripture memorizer, but if you turn 11:9 backwards, you get 9:11, 911. And everybody knows that number. So this scripture, above all others, I want to remember, and I want to be able to tell people, check out Luke 11:9, reverse it, and it's 9:11, and you can remember it. And the other thing I do is Luke was supposedly a physician, a doctor, and he helped to heal people. And this scripture right here, these things will heal you from what ails you, if you're healable. All right, this is Gardener Israel. I'll be back in a few minutes, and I'll talk about that scripture.